Ukraine has announced details of its national selection for Eurovision 2016. Their national final will be preceded by 3 to 4 semi-finals in February. And you guys, I have a feeling some big names are going to show up and show out. First question, are you excited Ukraine is back? What do you make of their return?
Obviously, because Ukraine never gives a dud. Even if the song is woeful, they'll bring it up with the staging, because the staging is always amazing. Sometimes they might go a bit too far, but you will always remember them, you'll never forget them. They know how to do Eurovision in the modern format, and last year was a duller place without them, so yay.
Yeah, Ukraine, go for it, because as you said, I mean, they bring either a very good song or a very remarkable song or a very remarkable station, so I think that's kind of perfect combination for Eurovision. For the last years, I've been quite impressed by the Ukrainian acts. I don't think they have a problem to choose a big name to represent their country after a year off. The thing that it's supported or sponsored by a commercial network, I think that will boost up the possibilities of finding a really, really good act to perform at the Stockholm stage.
I'm very excited about Ukraine coming back because, and just because they are partnering with another broadcaster, it just makes me wonder how will it be, because usually when a broadcaster partners with another one, it's because they're not getting really high placings or whatever, but Ukraine's NTU was getting some, like they were 6th, 7th, whatever. So it makes me curious to see finish really well or it will just continue the line of Ukraine, like getting great places but not too high. I'm really excited that they are doing another national final because I always love national finals, and yeah, Ukraine is usually great. And they do it at 11 o'clock in the morning, so that's...
I just need to say, if you watched Junior Eurovision this year and you watched Ukraine's Anna Trencher, you probably thought, oh my damn, this could have won the adult national selection in Ukraine. It was amazing. The staging was expensive. She came out of a flower. It was over the top. It was sophisticated. It slayed the pack. So to me, that was making up for the fact that Ukraine was not at Eurovision in Vienna, and this means that the next act they bring is going to be even better. And on that note, I think we should suggest some acts we would like to see at Eurovision, and I'm going to kick this off with 2. My first is neAngely. This is a Ukrainian duo. They are fierce. They lost to Mariya Yaremchuk back in 2014 with the song Courageous, and they are courageous. They are sexy. They have the voice. They have the looks. They have everything. They have the producers. They have the money. I think they could give us another like club banger. I want something that's gonna get me moving years later, that's gonna make me pop, lock, and drop, and I think neAngely can do that. My second nominee is Ruslana. Now, she recently gave an interview on wiwibloggs, and she said that she would go to Eurovision if the song and time were right. She's not concerned with winning, she just wants to like represent her country, blah blah blah, Miss World. But you know what? She could win, because she did it in 2004. That song, it's aged so well, people still dance to it at Euro Club. She could slay the pack yet again.
Thinking along the same lines as William, I really want to see them do a dance song, because the worry I have is that after everything that's happened, they're going to be like, we have to send a woman in a white dress. She has to be really sad and mournful over everything that's happened in Crimea and all of the protests and blah 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 blah, like they almost did with Mariya Yaremchuk when that infamous Maltese performance, when they tried to turn TikTok into this kind of ballad about everything that had gone wrong, which did not work at all. So I think they have to avoid that at all costs, especially since Russia will probably be doing them. So I have 3 past contestants that I think could be really good. Lorak, she's been doing ballads lately, she needs to get back on the dance floor. Zlata Ognevich, she's crazy. She can do what she likes.
Yes!
She could like come from the ceiling, I don't know what she'd do. And then Zlata Ognevich, I think she was robbed to be given a stupid ballad like Gravity. I did not like Gravity at all. She needs to do something like Pray for Ukraine and come out and like Annie Lorak it, out Annie Lorak. And they're my 3 picks, and all of them were dancing.
Yeah, I'm all for Zlata too. I mean, I think she was great in 2013. She made me like a Disney ballad, and I never liked those kind of songs. So I think she can, and she ended third, so she can do whatever with a decent song and well, decent. We're speaking about Ukraine. It could be great for another countries, but decent for them. She can get a really good place in. So yeah, I'm all for Zlata again.
Please make justice for Annie Lorak. Please, she deserves a victory in Eurovision. She didn't get it back in 2009, but she really aimed for it. She was my clear winner that year. So if I had to choose one of the names that has already been on stage, I would go for Annie Lorak. If not, I will go for a new name, a new artist called Anna Sedokova, which is an Ukrainian pop star, which has kind of really the mood of the Eurovision pop songs that requires and deserves a really good staging, a really dancey staging, and I think it will go with the same line as Mariya Yaremchuk. I mean, with the, I'm not saying the man into a spinning wheel or whatever, but it requires to be really camp, let's say it that way. I mean, it has to be very visual, very remarkable, and I think she might do well as well. If not, Annie Lorak all the way.
All the way. I am so glad you brought her up. I need to share with you a little known Eurovision story. People in the press will get this. Back in 2008, Annie Lorak, when they were building the campaign, they were like, how do we sell Shady Lady? It was about the duality of a woman, both sides. So on the one hand, it was the woman who was all business, the shady part of the lady. And then it was the lady who was concerned with HIV prevention around the world. So she goes in the press center. She broadcast a documentary. She had gone around the world interviewing families of people with HIV. There were people standing up and crying. This was amazing. She knows how to play the game. She makes it more about the song. Ukraine slays the pack. Annie Lorak for the win.